Jai Bharat to all students. In last lecture, we have started types of probability distribution, in which we have started first type, which is binomial probability distribution. Okay, and I think two example we have solved. Okay, so in this lecture, we will discuss more in detail about the example on binomial probability distribution. Formula, mean and variance of binomial probability distribution will remain same. We just in this lecture will discuss about some difficult example on binomial probability distribution. Okay, so let's take a quick revision about the binomial probability distribution and its formula. Then we will start working on its example. Okay, so as I said earlier that we have, if we are in question or any event, if these three properties follow, then we have to use binomial probability distribution. Okay, so binomial experiment have to follow these three property of any event. Okay, so experiment consists of n repeated trial. It's not working on only one trial. It has to be consist of n repeated trial, number of repeated trial. Each trial result in any outcome that may be classified as a success or failure. Okay, each trial result in any outcome may be classified as a success or failure. Okay, hence it's a name as a binomial. Bi means two, and all the success is denoted by p, and its trial and repeated trial is a independent. Repeated trial are independent, does not depend on the previous outcome. Okay, so this three property has to follow for the use of binomial probability distribution. Okay, and we have to name number of success as a x. It's called binomial random variable. Okay, so now if we want to find out the binomial probability of binomial random variable p of x, then we have to use this formula. P of x is equal to ncx p raised to x and into q raised to n minus x. Okay, in which n is a how many number of trial you have done, x is a success, random variables success 0, 1 to n, and p is the probability of success in a single trial, and q is the probability of failure in a single trial. Okay, if you in exam you have given only p, then you all know that success and probability of success and failure of addition, it will become 1. Okay, because we only have two outcome, success and failure, in binomial probability distribution, so its addition will always become 1. Okay, so you can solve with the q is equal to 1 minus p, and ncx is a combination. Ncx, its a formula is n factorial upon x factorial multiplied by n minus x factorial. Okay, then mean and variance of probability distribution. Mean or expected value is defined as a e of x or mu is equal to n into p, number of trial into probability of success, and variance v of x or sigma square is defined as is equal to n, p and q. P is success, q is failure, n is a number of trial. Okay, so these two formula you have to remember, and this formula, this is an important formula. Okay, now let's example 1 and example 2 we already discussed, so let's start with the next example 3. Okay, in the old days there was a probability of 0.8 of success in any attempt to the make a telephone call. Okay, if you make a telephone call in this old method, you have success of 0.8. okay, now calculate the probability of having 7 successes in 10 attempts. Probability of having 7 successes in 10 attempts. Okay, so this is a success and failure. Okay, so this is a binomial probability distribution, and we have repeated trial, means 10 attempt. Okay, so this is a binomial probability distribution. Now we have to find out the probability of having success. Okay, so as I said earlier, what probability they have asked, that you have to use in the random variable. Okay, now here if they have to they have asked probability of having 5 failure. Okay, so the x random variable, you have to use failure in getting a call. Okay, why? Because we have formula of p of x. Okay, so if you do not use the failure, then you have to then subtract from the 1. Okay, so it will get confused. Okay, so remember that they have given the find out the question of success or failure. Okay, that you have to find, then you have to use that random variable. So now here 0.8 success means p is given, probability of success is given, so we can find q 1 minus p. Okay, 0.2, and random variable x is a success in getting a call. Now probability of 7 success in 10 attempt, simple. Probability of x is equal to 7. This is a simple example. Okay, put up the value, x is equal to 7. Why? Because success is a, we have to find the 7 success. N is equal to 10, p is equal to 0.8 and 0.2. Formula, we can find out the probability of 7 successes in 10 attempt. Now let's make a graph of all the probability of getting a success call. Okay, so this 7 we already have calculate. Okay, so using this formula we can find the all the call. Okay, if you make a 10 call, it's a 0 probability for getting a 0 success, 1 success and 2 success. You can make a something. Okay, in 10 attempt 1 call is going to be there. Okay, so probability 0, 1 and 2 is a minimum or 0. Okay, of getting only 1 call, only 2 call. Okay, so in this graph you can tell. Okay, now next example, a blindfolded marksman find that on average he hits the target 4 times out of 5. One blind man is there, that he hits the target 4 times out of 5. If he fires 4 shots, what is the probability of more than 2 hits and at least 3 misses? Okay, now first question they have asked hit. Okay, so we have to take that random variable as a hits. Okay, let x is a number of hits. Okay, so now if we fire 4 shot, okay, so we have n is equal to 4. Okay, probability 4 out of 5. Okay, p is 4 out of 5, so it's a 0.8 and q is a 0.2. Okay, why? Because probability 4 times out of 5. Okay, it's average, so probability of success, number of hits is will become 4 and total value 5. Now more than 2 hits. Okay, more than 2 hits means 2, 3 and 4. Yes, that we have to identify because he fires 4 shot. Okay, so x0 is a no hits, x1 is a 1 hit, x2 is 2 hit and x3 is 3 hit, like that. Okay, so for a 2 hit means more than 2, sorry, 2 will not come, more than 2, not exactly 2, so 3 and 4 comes. Okay, so both probability we have to calculate. Okay, so p of x3 plus p of x4, both probability we have to find, because more than 3 more than 2 means it will sometime gets 3 hits and sometime gets all the 4 hit. Okay, so both probability we have to calculate and we have to add that. So probability of x3 plus probability of x4, just we have to use the formula. For x3 n is equal to, sorry, n is will remain same 4, but x is equal to 3 and here x is equal to 4. Okay, so that will be changed. other than all the value will remain same. Okay, calculate. After calculation we get the answer. Probability of more than 2 hits is a 0.8192. Second, at least 3 misses. Okay, so 3 misses means 1 hit out of 4. If he missed 3, then we can tell that they hit one target. Okay, and 4 misses means 0 hits. Yes, at least 3 means 3 misses and 4 misses. Okay, so 3 hit means 3 misses means 1 hit, 4 misses means 0 hit. Why we have to transfer this? Okay, because here we have calculate x is a number of hit, not a number of misses. Okay, so if you want to use a number of misses, then you have to first of all identify random variable as a miss. Okay, if he miss target, then from this formula you can solve. But now we have already identified x as a number of hit. Okay, so we convert them misses into hit. Okay, so if 3 miss 3 failure means 1 success is there. Why? Because total is 4 hit. Then if it is a 4 misses, then it's a 0 hit. So just we have to identify p of x1 plus p of x0, 1 hit and 0 hit. Okay, you get it? So remember that what is the random variable we have choose, at that we have to calculate. Okay, we do not have to direct p of x addition of p of x3 and x4. Okay, so it will become this answer is. Okay, so this question you have to use like this, solve like this. So now put the value of x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 0, and we get the answer. Okay, next example. The ratio of boys to the girls at a birth in Singapore is quite high at 1.09 1.09 okay, means if we have 1 girls, then boys will be 1.09, or let's say if we have 100 girls, we have 109 boys and girls. Okay, they have given proportion, number of boys and girls in proportion. Okay, what proportion of Singapore's family with exactly 6 children will at least have a 3 boys? Okay, so we have to first of all randomly select 6 children, in which 6 children we have to identify that at least what is the probability that in which 6 out of 6 we have at least 3 boys. Okay, so now here we have to find the number of boys. So our random variable will be number of boys in the family. Okay, this is important, how to choose random variable. Okay, now probability of getting boy. Now here they have given in the proportion. Okay, we have to find out the probability, success, number of p and q. Okay, so how can we find out? Number of boys getting probability means number of boys is 1.09. Okay, now total probability means upon total, so total will be 1.09 plus 1, boys and girls both. Okay, so from this we can find out the probability of getting boy, which is p is equal to 0.5215. Okay, so we can calculate q. Yes, and we have to select 6 children, so n will become 6. Okay, now we have to find out the at least 3 boys. Okay, at least 3 means boys means we have to find out 3 boys, 4 boys, 5 boys and 6 boys. Okay, so first of all x is equal to 3, use formula, put up the value, find out the answer. Then x is equal to 4, use formula, put up the value and find out the answer. X is equal to 5, find out the answer. X is equal to 6 and find out the answer. So probability of getting at least 3 boys means x greater than or equal to 3, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and make addition. Okay, So this is the probability of getting at least 3 boys out of exactly selected 6 children. Okay, next example. A manufacturer of metal pistons find that on the average 12% of his pistons are rejected. 12% of his pistons are rejected because they are either oversized or undersized. Metal pistons is there. 12% of his piston is rejected, either oversized or undersized. Okay. Now, what is the probability that a batch of 10 piston, means we have to pick up 10 pistons, will contain first of all no more than 2 reject, B at least 2 reject. Okay, now you can see that they have asked the probability of reject here. So random variable, we have to select number of rejected pistons. Here means success means rejection. Okay, try to remember, as I said in the first example also, what are the probability you have asked in the question that you have to use as a random variable. Okay, now they have asked reject, so we have to random variable select as a rejected pistons. Okay, so here in this example success means rejection. Okay, in our all the previous example success means the success, but here for we have to swap position, success means rejection. Why? Because they have asked probability of rejection, not success. Okay, so now we have trial n is equal to 10. Probability, so here also probability of rejection they have given us. Okay, so p will be 0.12, not 88. Okay, because success means rejection, so rejection probability is 0.12, and uh, its right piston is a 0.82, means failure is 0.88. Okay, now no more than 2 reject, no more than 2 reject. Okay, so we have to calculate 0 reject, 1 reject, and 2 reject. Yes, to solve the no more true reject. Okay, so first of all no reject means x is equal to 0. Yes, why? Because we have random variable as a denote as a number of reject. If here we have number of pass pistons, then here we have to use x is a 10. Why? Because we have 10 pistons. Okay, so what random variable you have choose that after that you have to choose what types of x you will get. Okay, so no reject means x is equal to 0. Use formula, put a value and get the answer. 1 reject means x is equal to 1, number of rejected pistons. P of x is equal to formula and answer. 2 reject, x is equal to 2 and answer after calculation. So probability of getting no more than 2 reject is a less than or equal to 2. Addition of all the 3 probability, 0.89. Okay, now B is at least 2 reject, at least 2 reject. Okay, so at least 2 means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 rejection are there. Why? Because we have selected 10 piston. Okay, so we have to work out like this, x is equal to 2, 3, 4 and 10. Okay, but in previous previous lecture I have said earlier, this is a somehow difficult. Okay, so what we will do, we will find out the probability of at least 2 reject with the help of p1 minus probability of x1. Here we have 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we want if we find out probability of 0 rejection and 1 rejection and subtract 1 from them, we get the probability of more than at least 2 reject. Okay, so 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 1, x0 and x1, which we have already calculate x0 and x1. Okay, so just we have to put up the answer. Okay, uh, it's going to be right answer if you solve with this method, but it's going to be much complication is there. Okay, because there is a for all the formula you have to use 9 times. Okay, so from this also you can calculate. Okay, so this is the answer. Now if you can use the graph all the probability of rejection, you can find out like this. Okay, so probability distribution is useful in the making a graph of rejection, success. Okay, so now here it is your assignment question. Okay, you have to calculate in your book and upload it in RNWIET application for attendance purpose. Okay, so now your lecture is completed.